Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here. It is the last takedown of the season, episode 205. And this is D-Wall here with you on commentary. Once again, thank you for joining us for another amazing episode. Tonight is it. This is it. The entire season has led us to tonight on the takedown side. We're going to get you ready for Revelations 9 here tonight. And we're going to round out the Revelations card on the takedown side also here tonight. Two big contenders matches coming up. We're going to round out the Dead Man's Fight for the Burnout title. We're going to round out the tag team title ladder match. And so much more. We're going to hear from Malik Brown. And we're going to hear from James Needham. That's a face-to-face tonight. We're also going to hear from the DCA World Champion Tyler Parks and his contender for the title at Revelations, Dante Styles. That's all tonight on Takedown. A big, big night. If you know how these things go, you're going to be here for a while, so you might want to settle up for that. But right now, Jaden Starr is making his way to the ring. And at Revelations 9, he's going to be taking on Zach Stone in Zach's first match since he lost the world title back at Redemption. And this one's personal. If you see his shirt, if you see and have heard everything that he has had to say in the last few weeks, in the last few months since he debuted, you know how personal this thing has gotten between Jaden and Zach. And here comes his opponent, Alexander Washington, who accepted this match, who accepted this challenge. Jaden Starr wanted someone, one of the DCA originals, to face. He already beat Calvin Richardson, albeit controversially beat him. But Alexander Washington still without entrance music because he feels like he hasn't earned it. He's only won one match, I believe, since he's come back, but still feels like he has a long way to go. And I think this is part of it. I think this is a part of him trying to earn back the respect of the fans, to earn back the respect of the people. And I think that's why he took this match. He wants to earn the respect. And of course, Jaden Starr is a person that not a lot of people, if any, respect. As now, look at this. Jaden tried to showboat, and Alexander with a small package, only in 1 count. And now look at this. O'Connor roll. He's trying to get this done early, trying to embarrass Jaden, I think. Because Jaden still hasn't won a match in DCA properly outside of the Calvin Richardson win that got him the match at Gateway to Heaven, where Zach cost him the ladder match. Jaden Starr, like I said, that win over Calvin Richardson was quite controversial in its own right because of the turnbuckle pad being removed and the referee being distracted. Jaden hitting a low blow behind the referee's back. On top of that, and the fact that now he's taken it this far with Zach, because he feels like he's surpassing Zach. He's the next big star in DCA. He feels like he's doing everything Zach was doing when he was starting in 2013. I mean, I understand where Jaden is coming from on that aspect, but to do it the way he's been doing it, to do it the way he's gone about doing it, is just, I don't know. I don't agree with it. A lot of people don't agree with it. Taunting, saying that he's dating Zach and dating Amber Stevens, and all of these things he's said and done. And you can only poke the bear for so long before it comes back to bite you. It comes back to maul you. And I think that Jaden at some point is going to realize that he's messing with the wrong person. because we've known Zach for a very long time. If you are a longtime fan of DCA, if you've been watching DCA for so long, you know what Zach is capable of when he's pushed beyond the limits. And I feel like Jaden Starr has pushed Zach beyond the limits. And I think that at Revelations, if I'm right, I think Jaden's going to find out exactly what I'm talking about. But right now, Alexander Washington is fighting on behalf of Zach. He's known Zach since day one. And even though Zach and Alexander also aren't on friendly terms per se, I think Alexander right now is understanding and realizing that this right here is a moment where he can earn the respect of the fans and earn the respect of the locker room by taking up for Zach when Zach is not here. Because Zach is not here as far as I can tell. Zach is not here tonight. But if I know Zach like I think I do, and like I said, I've known Zach for a very long time. I've met him personally. I'm a friend of his. I've known him since childhood. He's earned everything he's gotten, whether people like the way he went about it or not. And yes, he's made mistakes. Yes, he's done things that are reprehensible and unforgivable in the eyes of some people. But when you see a guy like Jaden Starr do the things that he's done and has said the things that he's said, it's a lesser of two evils thing. I'm not going to sit here and say that anyone has to... look at this. Spinning Uranagi by Jaden. And look at him gloating about it. Like, you don't have to agree with everything Zach's done. You don't have to like everything he's done. Hell, you don't even have to be his friend. You don't have to forgive him for what he's done. But at the same time, wait a minute, small package again by Alexander. 1, 2, no. You don't have to like him. You don't have to be his friend. You don't have to forgive him for anything he's done. He hasn't earned that yet in the eyes of many and maybe even myself. But at the same time, I don't think Jaden Starr should be praised just because he is, quote unquote, taking it and embarrassing Zach. I don't think that's fair. 1, 2, no. Does Zach, and this is the last thing I'll say, did Zach deserve humbling? Yes. Has he deserved it for a while? Yes. He screwed Trixie over multiple times. We don't need to get into that story because it's well documented at this point. Black November was a colossal mistake in the terms of he made it more about himself than he did about the overall purpose of the group. And again, that brings back to Trixie and why Trixie is the way she is now, outside of other people that did the same. Screwing her over, making her an afterthought when she should have been the focus in a loving, caring way, that kind of thing. But to say that what Jaden is doing to Zach is right because of the wrong things Zach has done is BS in my opinion. Nobody deserves to be treated like they're worthless or they're nothing or they're worth nothing. Nobody should be treated the way Jaden is treating Zach right now, in my opinion. And it's just my opinion. You may agree, you may disagree. But the way Jaden has gone about things is going to come back to bite him, and I hope it does at Revelations 9 as Alexander's busted open after getting ping-ponged into that LED ring post. And now Jaden, I don't think Jaden has gone for a single pinfall this entire match. And I know why he's doing it, because he wants to embarrass Alexander and send a message to Zach at the same time. That's what he wants. He wants to show Zach Stone what he's capable of at Revelations. That's what he wants. And now look at this. Double underhook slam. And again, just rubbing it in, saying, Zach, this is what I'm going to do to you at Revelations. But Alexander kicking his way free there. Oh, went for a kick and got one to the hamstring. And now Alexander, oh, ducked underneath of that big boot. And Alexander, you can tell he's not in the right frame of mind right now. Blood in the eyes, he can't see. He's trying to fight back with everything he's got. There's a hip toss. But right now, Alexander, he's got to hit something big right now. Oh, went for a kick, got caught, but he gets an enziguri in. And again, Alexander Washington trying to do everything he can to win this match, but it's going to be an uphill climb right now, especially with him bleeding. Wait a minute, nope. Big forearm by Alexander. Nope. Elbow by Jaden. Jaden went for a punt kick again, and he doesn't connect. And now Alexander with the amazing DDT. Out of nowhere, the amazing DDT. 2 and no. That might have been his best shot, but Alexander, credit to him, he's going up top. He's not wasting time. Big splash doesn't connect. And now Jaden from behind trying to capitalize. And now, oh no. Oh my God. That cradle DDT that just spikes Alexander into the mat. Now he's going to do it a second time. Oh my God. The snap of that DDT, that could break a man's neck. 2, 3. Jaden Starr once again with a victory. But did Alexander gave him a fight. But the purpose of this match was simple for Jaden Starr. He wants to send a message to Zach Stone. He wants to send a message that at Revelations he's going to be, quote unquote, taking his spot. And now he's asking for a mic. Oh, Jaden Starr is asking for a mic. He's asking to speak. Do we have to hear from this guy? I don't want to hear from him. I'm telling you right now, Jaden Starr is poking the bear, and I do not think that Zach Stone is going to come into Revelations with his streak on the line, with his pride on the line, with his manhood on the line. I don't think this is going to be a wrestling match. I honestly don't think this is going to be a wrestling match. They might as well throw the rule book out of the window for this one, because Jaden Starr has poked the bear one too many times. And at Revelations, I think Zach's going to come in and show this punk who's boss, in my opinion. And he deserves it. Everyone wants to talk about Zach needing to be humbled. This guy needs it 10 times more.
With just weeks to go until Revelations 9, I'm about to challenge the living nightmare for the DCA Celestial Championship. One of 3 championships he currently holds. Not long ago, we witnessed him beat James Needham to a bloody pulp. He jumped me a short while ago and hit me with multiple Darkness Falls. So I guess I have every reason to go into this being nervous, intimidated even. Yet, I'm not feeling that way at all. Needham did something I didn't expect from him and turned the other cheek. And he paid the price for it. I won't do the same. Charles, at one point you had a ton of fans cheering on for your success. Remember when Damien called you Mr. No Days Off? You were busting your butt constantly, but no matter what, you couldn't reach that very peak, becoming a world champion. Something Justin Lupe has done at a very young age. Something Claudio accomplished 5 times over now. Something I first accomplished at 25 years old. You've had shots many times, but time after time after time you failed. Enter the House of Cerberus. You sold your soul to get a world championship, and I can tell you're proud of it, aren't you? Because you knew time was running out for you. Every year, your body breaking down more and more. Every year, that dye job looking more and more ridiculous. Every injury taking its toll, slowing you down. In the process, you bring disgrace to your family. And you put Mikasa and Tia in the spot of having to choose between family and friends. But winning that title, 2 titles, 3 titles, feels hollow, doesn't it, Charles? Because those weak-minded knuckleheads you surround yourself with are just in it to get paid or looking for the chance to take your spot from you as soon as they get a chance. Just Alicia is backing you up, although I wonder if she's just using you at this point. But no matter how many titles you have, what you really want is that revenge against Carmen, don't you? Because she lives rent-free in your head, hating her consumes your every thought, doesn't it, Chuck E. Cheese? Maybe that's why Alicia's helping you. Maybe she's a little jealous at this point. Anyway, sleep on this, living nightmare. I pinned you to the mat for 3 at Redline. And this time I'm going to take your Celestial Championship too. Welcome to my nightmare. We'll bleed and laugh and scream there.
Revelations 9. Claudio Dragonheart, Balor Graythorn, last man standing. We will find out who the better man is. We're going to find out who the toughest man on the Takedown roster really is when those two men collide for a third time. The last 2 times they met, the first time it was just a straight no contest. The second time, neither man could stand up anymore. The third time, we're going to get a winner. But right now, we are about to determine the final team in the ladder match for the tag team titles at Revelations. The Future War Cult are back. And they are going to be taking on a team that has beat them in the past. James Grayson on their left, on the right. Bearded Eric McGregor on the left. Catch Point. Tag team champions in their own right. But now they're looking to become DCA tag team champions. But to do that, they've got to go through Future War Cult first. And they've done it before. But now the stakes are even higher. Now they have an opportunity to go to Revelations 9. Sid Black and James Grayson gonna kick it off here. And here we go. Winner of this match will join the Black Cathedral, Suplex Mountain, and the champions, the Real Wrestling Throwbacks, in a ladder match for the DCA Tag Team Championships at Revelations 9. We already know. That there will be a ladder match for the Wildcat Tag Team titles at Revelations 9. It's going to be Sakura Hagiwara and Reiko Hinamoto teaming up to take on Godsong, the Lotus Collective, and the champions, the Succubus Club of Betsy Chairshot and Amy Lynn. So we got 2 ladder matches at Revelations 9 for the tag team titles, and I guarantee you the landscape of both tag team championships will be changed at the end of Revelations. And a Sid Black and Bearded McGregor in the ring. And Sid has made a name for himself as a singles competitor over the last few months, while his partner Jesse was out injured. But now the Future War Cult are back, and they were in contention for the tag team titles. They actually contended for the titles earlier this season, but were unsuccessful. So now they have an opportunity to get another crack at it, but this time it's not going to be it's not going to be 2 on 2. It's going to be 4 teams, but that's if they get past Catch Point here tonight. Nice escape by McGregor. McGregor went for a drop kick, didn't get all of it. Irish whip by Jesse. Jesse now, both men bump heads. Oh, no. Jesse now again going to that Fujiwara armbar. Again, trying to wear down Bearded McGregor here, but again, McGregor able to spin his way free with his leg strength. And now McGregor in control, putting him in the Tree of Woe position. Just kicks him. Oh, no. Jesse was trying to kick him. And now, oh, look at this big German suplex into the corner. And now James Grayson back in. Oh, now Jesse with a kick to the face. And again, this is very important for both of these teams. Both of these teams, oh wait, Dragon Rana by Sid. Out of nowhere into the cover. Only a 1 count. And both Jesse and Sid have been going for these arm bars the entire way through here. And it's been working so far, but you don't want to catch point in submissions. You don't want to try that. They know all the tricks. They know what it takes. They are submission experts. But to Jesse and Sid's credit, they have kept both men isolated, and that is classic tag team work right there. You want to isolate the other man. You want to keep him away from his partner, and that's what Jesse and Sid have been doing because they know how important this matchup is. There's a destroyer. But inconveniently, it puts him right in the path of McGregor, but he gets kicked in the mouth. Oh, but McGregor trying to run in. I think Jesse might have been looking for a tag. And now, look at this. Big sleeper suplex by McGregor. Cover. Only a 1 count. It's now again more suplexing by McGregor. Oh, but Jesse's right back up, and he just takes him down with a lariat. This is going to be a very big event, Revelations 9. I can feel it. All the talent know it. And I think that's why, like I said before, why everyone's fighting as hard as they are right now. Because they understand how important this show is. This is the biggest show of the season. And you want to be on that card in one way or another. As you see here, Sid looking to fly off the top. And he gets it over the top rope. Very nicely done by Sid. And that speaks to the importance of this match. It speaks to how important this win could be. And Jesse's back in the ring. Oh, but McGregor trying to spin his way free, but Jesse still caught him. Continuing to just catch him. And now look at this. Gourd Buster. Into the cover. 2, no. And again, oh man, what a kick. Jesse didn't go down though. I would have thought that would have put him down, but it didn't. And now just James Grayson just continuing to put in the pressure on the future War Cult. And you know, that's exactly what he was thinking. That's exactly what the game plan was for Catch Point in this match. To just wear them both down. Weather the early storm and then just keep wearing them down, and that's exactly what's happening here. As you see Sid with these multiple strikes taking down James. Into the cover. Only a 1 count. And at some point, you got to think that frustration is going to have to set in for both of these teams, because both of these teams, big drop kick. Both of these teams want to win by any means necessary. At some point, you have to wonder, what do they have to do to beat the other man? They're going to have to pull something out that the other guy won't expect. As now, look at this Regal Plex on the floor. Regal Plex on the floor. And that might be the beginning of the end for Catch Point here. Sid trying to get him back in the ring. James continuing to stop himself. But Sid is not letting him have any breaks right now. And again, that might be to his advantage, because he's continuing to wear out Grayson. And the more he wears Grayson out, the more advantage he might have when he actually does get him back in the ring. Give him an opportunity to take advantage and win this thing. Especially considering, like I said, how important this match is. The winner of this match goes to Revelations, goes to the ladder match for the DCA Tag Team titles. This is how important this is. That every person in that ladder match. They want to leave Revelations 9 as the tag team champions, but only one team can do it. Only one team can get that opportunity. As now Sid, look at this head scissors, taking down James. But can he capitalize? Tags in Jesse now. But now James has had time to recover a little bit and gives him a gut wrench. Cover. Cover off the gut wrench too. No. Let's see what Catch Point does now. Bearded McGregor back in the ring. And McGregor from behind. Nice wrestling takedown. McGregor is that kind of guy that'll just change the complexion of a match immediately. And he has done that throughout this contest. And now look at this. Octopus hold onto McGregor. And James able to break it up. And flatliner drove his head right into the mat. That might be it. He might have knocked him out with that one. 1, 2, and he did. That was a very smart move by Jesse right there. Using that octopus hold to tire him out, wear him out, work on the neck, work on the head, and then he just drove his head into the canvas as hard as he could with that flatliner, and that was it. Jesse and Sid are going to Revelations, and now the field is set. The future War Cult join the Black Cathedral, Suplex Mountain, and the champions, the Real Wrestling Throwbacks, for the tag team titles. Fatal 4-way ladder match. It's going to get nasty, it's going to get ugly, but the future War Cult know. They know this is their shot.
Cindy the Clown! Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a... We're gonna do it. Give us any chance, we'll take it. Resist any rule, we'll break it. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it our way. What would we do, baby, without us? What would we do, baby, without us?
And there ain't no nothing we can't love each other through. There is more to life than what you're living. So take a chance and face the wind. An open road and a road that's hit. A brand new life around the bend. There were times. As long as we got each other, we got the world spinning right in our hands, baby, you and me.
We gotta be.
It's everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away?
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy
Atlas Jones ready for Revelations, ready for the Burnout title match. That Dead Man's 5. He's ready. And as you saw a few moments ago, it's going to be Saito, Mishima, and Takeru Yukimura versus Mr. Yukimura and Saichi, his assistant, in a tag team match at Revelations. I did not expect that, but nonetheless, regardless of that, we have a big match signed, and I think you probably thought it would have been inevitable that it was going to happen, but it is going to happen in Revelations 9. But now, speaking of Revelations 9, we're going to find out who is going to round out the Dead Man's 5 for the Burnout Championship. The Natural, Jamal Kincaid, making his way to the ring. A man who has a very impressive winning streak in DCA. So that is what has earned him this shot tonight because of his impressive resume here in DCA. But to be in the match he's going to be in a moment, to get to Revelations, he's got to face a man who has held the Burnout Championship in the past. A man who's looking to etch another Revelations moment. And here he comes. The silent protagonist, Jeremy Paisley. A man who took so much pride in that Burnout Championship and still holds the record for the most defenses of the Burnout Championship in that title's history. A man who has been on a mission for these last number of months and years. A man who I know for an absolute fact would love to hold that Burnout title again and add on to the lineage that he put on that belt. He did what he did with the Burnout title, what he did with the Celestial title. He made it a title that people want to hold. And again, Jeremy Paisley, he wants to go into Revelations 9 with a win. He wants to go to Revelations 9 and win the Burnout title again. Last year, remember, he was in the Dead Man's 5 for the Celestial title, and he was the last man standing after all of it. So how big would it be for Jeremy Paisley to go back-to-back at Revelations and win the Burnout title in the process? But Jamal Kincaid does not want to let that happen. He wants to make his own moment at Revelations. He wants to make his own Revelations moment by beating Jeremy Paisley, a man who's a former Celestial and Burnout champion. That would be huge for him, and he knows that. Because now Jamal, big drop kick. And speaking of a Jamal, we will hear from the Savage Jamal Bedlam tonight in response to Zaya Steele, and that match, I can tell you, has been made official for Revelations 9. It will be the Savage Jamal Bedlam challenging Zaya Steele for the Pure Championship. But I can honestly tell you, wait a minute, tilt the world backbreaker cover by Jamal, only one. I can tell you for an absolute fact, I don't think there's going to be anything pure about that match. Neither of those men are going to be thinking about anything pure other than purely beating the hell out of one another. Covered by Jeremy, only a 1 count. But right now, Paisley is looking to add his name to the Burnout title picture. We already know the champion, Eric DeVille, who will be here tonight, by the way, in action. Eric DeVille will be here tonight, but he's in the match at Revelations. Oh, and out of the way of that, Jeremy getting caught up in the chairs and then a lariat. And now what is... Oh, Kincaid now. Look at this. Kincaid with the strength on display. Just holding Paisley up there and then suplexing him on that pile of chairs. And that'll get him the momentum back for sure. And now working on that back. It's, again, a smart move when you're Kincaid. You just suplex them onto those chairs, whether intentional or not. You did it, and you got the advantage, and now you're going to take advantage of that and work it into your favor, and that's exactly what he's doing. Big right hand. And a drop kick to that back. And now look at this. Knee in the back, bent the leg, and now look at that. Jamal Kincaid, one of the most technically sound performers we have here in DCA, just debuted this season, but has definitely made an impact in the short time he's been here. And he's been a contender for the Burnout title the entire way. Paisley, again, like I said, former Burnout champion a few years ago before he lost that title. And then, of course, Tommy Vercetti held that title and then lost it to Lupin III at Redemption. We have not seen Tommy since. Or excuse me, he lost the title to Tommy lost the title to Lupin at Revelations last year. And then he had a last chance match at Redemption, which he lost, and we haven't seen Tommy since then. And now Eric DeVille, Wicked Eric, is the new Burnout champion, and he's going to be defending that title in a Dead Man's 5, which, if you don't know, is basically a 5-way elimination match. And we already know 4 of the men that will be in that in that picture, or excuse me, we know 3 of the men in the picture, 4 if you include the champion. Is now Paisley. Look at this. Drop kick in the ropes. Atlas Jones is one of those men. Takuma and Mikey Truth. And we're going to find out the 4th and final challenger after this match. Whether it's Paisley or it's Kincaid, we're going to know who's going to challenge for the Burnout title at Revelations 9. And we will go through the entire Revelations 9 card at the end of the show. As always, as Paisley's lining up Jamal, and it looks like he's going to fly here, and he does with a suicide dive out of the ring. Again, this is important to Paisley. He understands and remembers how important he made that Burnout title. He made that title feel important. He made that title feel as much like a world title. Blockbuster off the top. Paisley, I thought, was going for the Wildcat super kick, but Jamal was able to get to his knees. He knew it was coming. He sensed it. And now he's back in control. Went for that lariat. Doesn't connect with it. Paisley now. Fisherman. Suplex. Jamal is down, and now he's going for it. Wildcat super kick. Connects. Cover. 2. Oh, 2.5. But very, very close. As now Paisley waiting. No. Jamal will not be denied here tonight. Off the ropes. Big knee lift. As now, went for that discus lariat again. He has been trying that all match long, and he has not been able to connect. Went for the double stomp. Jamal now, big chop. And another one. Jamal Kincaid trying to get some advantage back in his favor now. Look at this. Slingshot suplex. Very nice. Cover again. 2. 2.5 again. But Jamal, again, he's understanding. He's got to stay on Paisley. He cannot allow Jeremy to get any bit of breathing room as you see him with that Russian leg sweep into that steel barricade. Those covers on the top of them don't provide much resistance at all, really. Much padding, if you will. As now Jamal again went for the lariat, and he cannot hit that lariat. Big heel kick, or more like a single leg drop kick, caught him right in the face, right between the eyes, and that might have cut him open a little bit. Now, wait, no. Yeah, that did cut him open. It cut him open good. Caught him good on that kick, and that might be to Jamal's detriment here. Look at this. Drop kick to the sternum. Now he's got him up top. Well, Paisley's up top. Went for the headbutt and got nothing but the canvas. And Jamal is finally in the driver's seat after taking a bit to recover. And now he's got him up. Big right hand. And quickly going for the cover, realizing he needs to put this away quickly. 2.5. And Kincaid can't waste time. He's got to get Jeremy Paisley out of this thing quickly if he wants any chance of going to Revelations. Because Paisley is a man who will take advantage of any and all mistakes if you allow him to do so. And Jamal cannot allow him to make a bit of and turn a mistake into an advantage. Big chop. And now look at this. Went for something there, but got kicked away. Paisley gets a lariat. And now can he take advantage? Now can he capitalize? Shooting star press. Beautifully done. 2. Again, only a 2 count. And Jamal smartly rolling out of the ring. I don't know if that was on instinct or whether it was intentional, but nonetheless, big crossbody by Paisley. And this has been an excellent matchup between these two men. But again, this is Revelation season. You got to pull out all the stops here tonight. You got to pull out all the stops if you want to go to Revelations 9, especially with the title on the line. Another crossbody, and now is he going to do it? Yes, he is. There's the diving headbutt he was looking for earlier. 2. And again, Kincaid kicks out. And at this point, Paisley has got to be asking himself, what do I got to do to beat this guy? He's hit him with just about everything at this point, and he's still continuing to fight. But I think Paisley welcomes that challenge. He doesn't want Kincaid to come at him with his worst. He wants to come at him with his best. He wants Kincaid at his best. As now again, look at this stalling suplex. Just holding Paisley up and dropping him down. Again, Jamal Kincaid, one of the best in this game today. And I think that's a lost thing for a lot of people. As you see with that guillotine leg drop, 2.5. I don't think a lot of people appreciate the skills of Jamal Kincaid, but now he gets dropped on his head. Dropped right on the top of his head, and now Paisley's up on the most dangerous rope in wrestling and gives him a moonsault from the top rope. Jump to the top with that moonsault, but not enough for 3. And again, when does Paisley ask himself, what do I gotta do? I've hit him with damn near everything, and he still continues to come at me. Paisley now just resorting to strikes and kicks at this point. And now he's got him up top. Look at this. Exploder suplex from the top. 2. No. And the fans appreciating what they are seeing here tonight. Moonsault not able to connect, and now, Kincaid crossing the arms, crossing the legs rather, and dropping him on the back of his neck, right against Jamal's own knee, and it's not enough. And now Kincaid has got to be asking himself, what do I got to do? How much more do I got to beat into this man? I think that's a fair question to ask at this point. Because right now, Jamal Kincaid is giving Paisley everything and then some, and it's still not enough. Flatliner. And now, Wildcat super kick again. Gets all of it. Now can Paisley capitalize? No. Knee right to the head. Jamal, there's the discus lariat. He was looking for that all match long. 2, and now. And again, Kincaid, I don't know what it's going to take. Fisherman suplex, he got it. But at some point, you're going to get tired. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Looking for the... Oh, no. Went for the path to redemption, but didn't get it. Because Jamal got it with an Alabama slam. And now an elbow drop from the top. 1, 2. And again, Paisley kicks out. And you can see the frustration etched all over Jamal Kincaid. He can't afford to do it, but I can understand why at this juncture. Went for the discus again, didn't connect with it. Went for the forearm, Jamal blocked it. Now Jamal with the strikes. Jamal Kincaid bleeding. He's desperate. He's got to be at this point because he's hit again. He's hit him with just about everything, and it's still not enough to put him away. He's tried everything. And again, Jeremy Paisley continues to fight because he understands the importance of this match. Both of these men, give them credit. They understand what this victory means. And you cannot take away that or their pedigree in this match. By a long shot, again went for the discus. And now Jamal sends Paisley into the corner, went for an uppercut, got a knee to the back. Paisley now, no. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And now, Kincaid looking to end it. Here we go. There's the fisherman driver. Headlock driver. Headlock driver. 2 3/4. He almost had him, and you can see Jamal just furious about it. And now you can see that anger coming out. He thought it was over right there. And now if he hits another one, it's got to be over if he hits another one. I'll tell you what. Oh, no. Paisley able to get out of the way. Paisley now. He's got him in a key lock trying to wear him out. Wear off the arm. You can't hit that. You can't hit that driver. Went for the lariat again, and he gets a kick to the midsection and a forearm. And now Paisley up top again, looking for that diving headbutt, and he can't get it. And this might be the turning point in this matchup for Jamal Kincaid. If he can capitalize quickly, he may be going to Revelations 9. Here we go. Drops him on his knee again. And the fans may not like it, but we may be moments away from a natural going to Revelations. Kincaid lining up Paisley. No, Paisley with the forearm. Lariat doesn't connect. Jamal off the ropes. Jamal going for the lariat, can't get it. Kick to the midsection. Lariat again can't get it. Paisley now off the ropes. Paisley got caught with a kick, no. Again, Paisley just continuing to counter everything Jamal has. More strikes by Paisley. And now, knee right to the side of the head by Kincaid. Kincaid now, big drop kick. Went for the elbow drop, doesn't connect. Paisley now, lariat doesn't get it. Kick to the midsection. And another one, no, countered. Paisley now, no. Went for the discus again, couldn't get it. Now, he got caught. He got caught, path of redemption. But Paisley's not done. He's looking for one more just to seal it. Just to seal the deal, in another man's words. Path to redemption, and Jeremy Paisley's going to Revelations. What a match. Jeremy Paisley earned this win here tonight, but you got to give it to Jamal Kincaid. He gave it everything he had because he understood how important this was just as much as Paisley did. He understood what this victory could have meant to him in his career. But as you can see, the path to redemption, as you're about to see, here we go. That was the ace in the hole for Jeremy Paisley, but he knew one wasn't going to be enough. Not with a man the caliber of Kincaid. He had to hit him again with a second one just to put the exclamation mark on it. And now we know, at Revelations 9, we know what our Dead Man's 5 is going to be. It's going to be Wicked Eric defending the title against Mikey Truth, Takuma Fuji, Atlas Jones, and Jeremy Paisley. One man is walking out with the Burnout title, and if there's anyone who could possibly do it, it's that man right there, the man who did it last year. The man who went through the Dead Man's 5 last year, Jeremy Paisley. We could be looking at a new Burnout champion at Revelations 9 if we're not careful, folks.
Come in.
those words coming from you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to DCA Takedown. We have already had an incredible night so far, but right now, we're about to get serious. And I'm not talking Lance Storm serious. We're about to get, it's about to be a whole nother level out here. Because before their match at Revelations 9, we are about to hear from both Malik Brown and James Needham face to face in the middle of this ring. And to say it's going to get tense, to say it's going to get emotional, would be an understatement. These two men for the last few years have been at each other's throats. They have wanted to do nothing but hurt the other man. Names have been dragged through the mud. Reputations have been tarnished. Words have been slung. Fists have been thrown. But in my opinion, and it might just be my opinion, I think this rivalry, hell, they went inside Hell in a Cell together last Revelations. But regardless of that, I think after this, I think this is where it ends at Revelations 9. I think this is where these two men finally finish things at Revelations. And I would like to think that both of these men know that same thing. I think both of these men know that this is it. This is it for both of them. They've got to exercise their demons. They've got to exercise whatever demons they have deep down inside. This match, this 2 out of 3 falls match at Revelations 9 between these two men is probably going to be the most important match of their careers. And it's not for a championship. It's not for bragging rights. It's not for any of that trivial stuff. This is about so much more than that. For James Needham, he said it himself. It's about burying his past. It's about confronting it and putting it in the rearview mirror once and for all. For Malik, it's about clearing the mudslinging and everything that's been slung on him the last number of years by James Needham himself. This is important for both of these men for several different reasons. And that's why this match is so important. That's why this match means so much. And right now, I'm just going to let these two men speak for themselves, so you can fully grasp how important this match is. Let's hear from Malik and James right now.
Look at this. Look at this. Here we are again, Malik. Here we are again. We stood in the same arena, the same ring, over a year ago, doing this exact same thing. And last year when we went into that cell, that rust bucket, that hellish cell. Probably the most violent cell in not just DCA history, not just VW history, but maybe core wrestling history. When we went into that, we hurt each other, we bled, and we damn near crippled each other. Neither one of us walked out. Neither one of us left that arena on our own power. We both took hospital rides, ambulance, stretchers, you name it, the whole shebang. And I've taken too fucking many of them recently. But when that happened, when that cell match happened, there was a little bit of me that thought, this was over. Maybe not over all the time, which I'm sure you'd agree to, but was over for a while. I took my time out. I'm better now physically, mentally, still the same. But I didn't feel like, and hell, didn't want in truth to be here again. But look what's going on. Just look around and see everything that's going on with VW. I mean, we're having planets fucking shattered. We're having people betray people. We're having, you know, shadows casted, and we're having truth be exposed. And here's the truth about me. I'm a fucked up person. I know I am. And you've said it. Many people have said it. I'm a fucked up person who's looking for redemption. Looking for a second chance. Looking, and I bet I don't deserve a second chance. It might be my third, fourth, or fifth chance as far as I'm concerned. But I'm looking for something. I'm looking mainly for respect. And after the hell we've been through, I thought we had that. Hell, we don't have to like each other, that's all well and good. But I thought we had respect. And then I hear you go off on the Beyond the Bell. Whilst I'm recovering, and I'm like, what good did we do to each other last year? Because let's be honest, we didn't. We didn't do fuck all to each other. So here we are again. Revelations 9, 2 out of 3 falls. See, this is our third match. When I was in my first 2 years of the business, we met at the original Red Line event. It was a Gateway to Heaven qualifier. That night, you taught me a wrestling lesson. You beat me clean in that ring. You went on a Gateway to Heaven. You won the ladder match. You went on to main event DCA Revelations 5. Then was last April. Rev 8. Hell in a Cell. A Hell in a Cell that had to happen courtesy of another April in 2021 when Proving Ground 7 really, let's just say, kicked this whole thing off. It kicked this whole thing off, and it had me and you at each other's necks still to this day. And during that cell match, yeah, I was hurt, but there's no excuse. You won that fight. Neither one of us won the war, but you won that fight. I need to know, and I need to earn, whether I'm ever going to have respect from you. Whether I'm ever going to be good enough to beat you. I need this second, hell, maybe it's a third, maybe it's my last chance. That's why this has to happen. Because maybe I'm at death's door. And you know what? I might belong there. But if I'm going to go down, as you've said, I might be a martyr. Well, it's like this. If I'm going to go down death's path, then I'm going to go down it on my own terms. And I'm going to go down it by answering all my questions.
That was that was passionate, James. Really, that was really good. It was really passionate. And no, this isn't me about to sarcastically repeat what I said to you the first time I looked you in the eyes when this happened. No, I'm going to say something because you know that I have always been the person that has been. I stand on business. I have never lied to anyone's face. I tell you it like it is. So I'm going to look you in the eye right now and say the following. For the first time that I have known and met you, I can see that you have indeed finally started to understand what a lot of people have been trying to tell you. I can see that. You see, James, what you're going to learn is that we live with uncomfortable truths. God knows I have them. I'm not going into them. I'm just as damaged, just as flawed as any other human being. I hurt, I hold grudges, I'm petty, I'm merciful, I'm vindictive, I'm humble, I'm arrogant, I'm human. And I can safely say that you are as well. Like I said with those uncomfortable truths, I said this is the first time in a while that you fully, truly have grown from that kid that the roses picked up. The very same kid who turned his back on the few people that cared for a big money paycheck and a title. And over time, you lived in this illusion that you were changing, but in reality you weren't. Oh sure, these people were cheering for you. But the only reason those people were cheering for you was because you had a cool look, you had a nice repertoire of moves, everyone loved the accent, understand? And between, well, Ben Hopkins and J.C. Wolf, you were the safest Brit they could cheer for. And well, the man that did that to you, and for a while every time you look in the mirror you're gonna be reminded of, well, no matter what he was trying to do, no one wanted to pick him, let alone cheer for him, and you know that. But as for us, Proving Ground 7 is where it started. I've said a million times why. And in that time, that's where the obsession started. That's where all this started. And for those 2 years, I tried to be the bigger person and worry about the things that were more important. But that just wasn't enough. Because everyone around me, even you, said, I owed you a pound of flesh. I owed to settle it. I owed this and I owed that. Meanwhile, You ran everyone that I loved and cared for in the mud simply because my name was attached to them. Were we both petty? Damn right. But let's be real. You took this to a personal level. That's on you. Because at the end of the day, what was costed you, you can always earn back. What you tried to take from me, to me personally, is a lot more important than every world title I have ever earned. You tried to take my family from me. And I had to be the bigger man and finally give you what you wanted. And I looked you in the eyes and I spoke and I said, "You're a lot like me." And then Rev 8. We bled, we hurt, we stood in a hospital. And that night changed me. It did something to me. Which, maybe I can call it irony, but considering what I was in the mood of that night, you were the Vic Grimes to my fucking New Jack. And at the end, I could say for sure, you didn't hurt me, I hurt me. And that ate away at me. And I tried again. And I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna not fall into my thoughts again, because that's the last thing anyone in this business, hell, in this world wants, is when I start getting back into my thoughts, because that's not a fun place to be. And I was going to retire. But then I realized, no. The fuck I got to retire for? Not when I got so much, and honestly, tired of just being the bigger person. I got tired of holding back how I felt, and I know a lot of people got, well, you don't have to do that, but here's the thing. We all gotta do shit we don't like to do for the sake of other people, and for the longest fucking time, I have held back how I felt and what I've done for the sake of other people. And that has been either to my detriment, or that's been to my achievements. Rev 8's different. This isn't me giving you what you want after 2 years of the shit that ran through and how personal it got. The walking on eggshells and everybody jumping into and everybody jumping in our business without fucking asking us like grown-ass men. No, this is different. This is different. But here's what you need to do. You want to know so damn badly. You want my respect. You want to know if we respect each other. Well, here's the thing, James. At Rev 9, win or lose, whether I win and you lose, whether you win and I lose, that is my choice to make. And whatever I choose, here's the greatest life lesson in the world you'll have to live by. Something that I had to learn the hard way. Live with it. and move on. I'll see you at Revelations 9.
In stone, I got Caesar's stature. The queen I've captured is Cleopatra. Shots at the throne, better reload faster. Better read your chapters, see your pastor. My squad getting hits, I'm the cleanup batter. Out the park every pitch, I don't need no catcher. A bully in the paint.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DCA Takedown. An intense exchange there between Malik Brown and James Needham heading into their match coming up at Revelations 9. It's personal, folks. I can't stress enough how personal this match is between those two men. They know what's on the line here. They know what it's all about. And honestly, I can't begin to say anymore exactly what to expect. It's going to be 2 out of 3 falls. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But nonetheless, we're getting into our next contest. Trevor Diaz, one half of the Cash Money Hooligans, is going to be taking on the DCA Burnout Champion, Eric DeVille, here tonight on Takedown. Eric wanted a match tonight. He didn't want to sit on the sidelines before Revelations 9. He wanted to compete. And he's getting an opportunity to compete right here and right now. And here comes the champion. And honestly, to tell you that this man has had an incredible run so far in DCA would be an understatement. The man he came in here, he has a name for himself, no doubt about it. But he came in here and on his first match beat Malik Brown in the middle of the ring. And not only that, but after that, he went to a fatal 4-way featuring another former world champion in Atlas Jones, a man who's going to be in this Burnout title match already. He's already qualified. But remember, Wicked Eric beat Atlas Jones to get into the Burnout title match that he had at Takedown 200, and he won the Burnout title from Lupon III. So, this man said he was going to come in and his goal was to win a championship in DCA. But I don't think even he realized just how quickly that would happen. And I don't even think he realizes just how valued he is here in DCA, just based on how quickly he's risen to prominence here in DCA. And here we go, contest underway. Eric DeVille and Trevor Diaz. First time ever matchup as Trevor gives him a slight kick, just a little warning shot there, but now Eric is on the attack. Big kick to the side of the head. One thing you do not want to do is you do not want to mess with Eric DeVille in any way, shape, or form. He is a very dangerous man if you allow him to do that. If you allow him to be dangerous. Cover here, only a 1 count. And I think a lot of people underestimate Eric sometimes. Just like I think a lot of people underestimate Trevor Diaz. Remember a few years ago he was going for the ZCW Megaton Championship. And a lot of people underestimated him then. Thought he couldn't do it. Thought he couldn't handle that. But nonetheless, he did. He at least had a great showing. Now he's one half of the ZCW Tag Team Champions, along with Jay Roberts. But tonight it's not about tag teams, it's about singles competition. And Trevor has a great chance here to show why he deserves to be in a singles championship picture, if he so chooses. Nice arm drag there and a big drop kick. And Trevor now going in for the cover. Hooking the leg. Only a 1 count though. Of course, Revelations 9 is coming up in a few weeks. And I think a lot of people are very hyped for that event. One of the most anticipated Revelations events of our history. And honestly, I completely understand that. Cover now by Eric after that suplex, only a 2 count. Trevor rolling to the floor, but I don't think he's safe out there with Eric. Look at that! Moonsault off the apron, very nicely done. And now Eric, look at this. And a big kick to the side of the head. And now DeVille is in control. But can he capitalize though? That's the question. Big kick, knee. Oh, that was a punch right between the eyes, and now working on the knee. And this is what DeVille likes to do. He likes to ground and he likes to wear out his opponents. And now look at this. Muda lock. Eric being very methodical here. Trying to wear down Trevor Diaz at each and every opportunity he can. And Eric cranking back on the head and neck while he's got the legs wrapped up. But now Trevor parting the hands and getting out of that Muda lock. But you got to wonder if the damage has been done already. But Trevor's going to keep fighting. A few chops to the chest, sending Eric into the ropes. Kick to the head. Now Trevor off the ropes. Look at this. Oh no. He got caught into a power bomb. And that's going to slow Trevor down quite a bit. Trevor now back on the apron. Not going up top. But he's going up very slowly. That power bomb clearly did some damage. Trevor now, look at this. Going for a drop kick. No. Swatted down by Eric. Eric going for a forearm. Doesn't get it. Now Trevor Diaz again with the chops and the kicks. Big super kick to the side of the head. Into the cover. 1, 2, no. And this could be a big win for Diaz here, because if he can pick up the win against Eric, he will get a future Burnout title shot, I'm pretty sure. You pin the champion, you can get yourself right in the mix for the title. We don't call it eliminator matches or anything like that around here. It's just the fact of we put the focus on the wrestlers, not a shot. And Eric being hung out to dry on the barricade, and then Trevor Diaz just brought his leg right across the back of Eric's head. And now Diaz firmly in control, but he's got to stay on him. He cannot waste time, because Eric will take advantage of every mistake, every opportunity that Diaz allows. As now, look at this. Oh, big kick to right to the midsection. Off the ropes, and a swanton. Very nice by Diaz there, and only a 2. Still to come tonight, as Diaz got that super kick in. Still to come tonight, we have our main event, the #1 contendership for the, oh man, hold that thought. That stop there by DeVille. That could be it. 2.5. And now DeVille up top, looking for something off the top rope. Maybe, oh, looking for a page out of Diaz's book, but he gets an enziguri to the side. He didn't get enough of it, but he got enough to keep him on the outside, and now a head scissors on the floor. As I was saying, our main event tonight, #1 contenders match for the Battle Pro World Championship. Gorilla Black, who qualified a few weeks ago, is going to face TJ Kennedy, who won his match last episode against Scott Sapp. And those two men will compete, and the winner will be the #1 contender and will face James Dark at Revelations, as DeVille ducked out of the way of that DDT attempt. And now DeVille, like I said, taking advantage of every mistake that Diaz makes to turn this match into his favor. Big kick to the side of the head again. And he has been using that to great effect here. As now, for another forearm, Diaz went for a chop, got ducked underneath it. Now the strikes by DeVille, taking Diaz down. It's been a back and forth match so far between these two, and you kind of figured it would be, especially this close to Revelations. Missile drop kick, doesn't get anything. DeVille bleeding from the kicks that Diaz has been giving him in this match. It's now Diaz off the ropes. There's the DDT he was looking for. 1, 2, and 2.5. Again, Diaz has been trying his best to stay in control, but DeVille continues to take any and all advantages he can. As now, look at this, Diaz with a Falcon Arrow. I don't know about going for the cover. You know the drill about the deal. As you can see, everyone kicks out of it. Diaz frustrated clearly, but again, everyone kicks out of the deal. So I mean, what can I tell you? As now working on the legs of Eric, trying to slow him down. Is now, look at this, locking in a modified sharpshooter. And this will slow Eric down. He's got him in the middle of the ring, nowhere to go. But Eric kicking his way free. But has the damage been done? That's the question. As now Diaz, look at this. He's got a roll up on him. 1, 2, no. Off the ropes. Went for the swanton again, but got nothing but the mat. Diaz went for a right hand, gets kicked away, and a missile drop kick by Eric. And now the Burnout Champion is once again in the driver's seat. And this is exactly what he needed. Look at these karate kicks right to the side of the head. And now Eric on the most dangerous rope in wrestling again. Brett's rope. Another missile drop kick, and now more kicks. And now another, no. Went for the savate kick. It's now Diaz is the one with the strikes, sending Eric down. And now big drop kick to the face. But can he capitalize? Can he? No, he cannot. Because Eric is right back in control. Big drop kick. And now Eric DeVille's got Diaz up on the top rope and then just tosses him down. Without a care in the world, just tosses him down. And now, I think he might be looking to dive here. And he does so. AJ Monahan beginning the count now. But I don't think Eric wants to stay on the mat for too long. Off the ropes. Missile drop kick. Didn't get all of it, but he got enough to keep Diaz down long enough. And that might really be all he needs, especially in this scenario. And now DeVille on the apron rather, and another drop kick. He is connecting with those drop kicks, and it is working. Oh, but not that knee lift, not that knee drop, rather. That swanton by Diaz getting back in control is now, oh, wait a minute, look at this. Another Falcon Arrow. And this time, instead of going for the cover, he's going up for something else. Toe touch moonsault. Perfectly executed. There's two, and no. And Diaz now has to figure out, has to wonder, what is it going to take to put him away here? And that might be it. 1, 2, no. Only a 2 count. And I don't know what it's going to take to put the other man down, but they got to do something here. Oh, man, what a knee. Right to the side of the head. 2 count. Trevor Diaz is still in this thing, but for how much longer? How much longer can Trevor Diaz withstand this abuse by Eric DeVille here, by Wicked Eric? As now moonsault gets nothing. Eric on top again. Oh, Diaz hit the corner hard, and now Eric running in and drops him face first. No clue from Diaz, and it's over. Diaz did not expect that. Not at all. And now Eric DeVille goes into Revelations with a big burst of momentum. But give it up for Trevor Diaz. He gave it everything he had, but it was not enough. And now Eric DeVille goes into Revelations 9 in this burnout title, Dead Man's 5, with a lot of momentum. Mikey Truth, Takuma Fuji, Atlas Jones, and Jeremy Paisley will challenge him in that matchup. But who will go out of Revelations with the Burnout title? We are going to find out in just a few weeks' time. But for now, Eric DeVille has the momentum heading into Revelations. The Burnout champion with an emphatic but hard-fought victory here tonight on Takedown.
It's funny how a man who claims himself to be a never-ending threat said, I didn't leave him any choice. Really? Well, I said you had 3 other choices. Maybe the Burnout title, the Celestial title, hell, even the World title. But no, you chose the Pure Championship. You chose the belt that I chose to go after. And whether your reasoning is not to be petty towards me or not, I don't really care at this point. You now hold it. And now I want to take it from you. You see, I could have accepted that you were the better man. And I still do. That Prestige. You beat me in an environment where I dominate and thrive. And you could have taken that win and you could have gone about your business. But I seem to remember, after Prestige, guess what also happened? A sudden grand grappling reoccurred. And guess who evened up the score? Me. 4-4. And it seems like that bugged you enough to where you did what you did. You sit there and you say that you're always a step ahead of me. How are you a step ahead of me when I always find a way to eclipse you? How are you a step ahead of me when I set the historical standards that you follow? Don't believe me? Here's a factoid that I think people should remember. Who was the first male to hold a VW and a All-Stars championship simultaneously? Me. Guess who did it twice? Me. Guess who did it right after me? Zaya Steele. It's almost as if he's been following this pattern for a bit. Guess who teamed up with Sean to take away those All-Star Tag Team Championships from me and Walter? Steele. Oh, you think I forgot about that? You see, with Malik, he's wanted something like that so badly that I can forgive him. But you have always had this thing where you want to push my buttons. Go ahead. Keep pushing them, Steele. Keep pushing them. Because at one point or one another, you're going to find out that poking the proverbial bear is only going to get you mauled. You now hold a championship that I want. The one thing stopping me from achieving something that I don't think any other male in DCA has ever done. Becoming the first person outside of a certain Scarlet Rose to hold the DCA and CCL Triple Crown. And I'm going to do it at your expense. You want to get in my way? Fine. With Prestige, I was being a bit merciful. I wanted to give you the chance to surpass me, to prove yourself. When it comes to that Pure Championship, I'm not giving you anything. The only thing you're being given from me is a boot right up your never-ending ass. I ain't keeping my distance from you, bitch. You better keep your distance from me.
or red. Revelations is fastly approaching, which will be a fun place to make sure that you never walk again. You keep sticking your nose involved in my business. Now, I'm going to make sure you fucking regret it when I leave you in a pool of your own blood. There's not a damn thing that Seiko or any other person can do about it.
Charles Schultz with an emphatic message sent directly to Michael Connelly before their big match for the Celestial Championship at Revelations 9. You want to talk about personal? I can make all the daddy jokes in the world, but at the end of the day, it's all about one man leaving as the new or retaining Celestial Champion. And that's going to go down at Revelations 9. Very personal matchup between those two, especially if you know what they've been through. But now we are getting into our main event of the evening, to quote another famous commentator. Gorilla Black won a fatal four-way match a few weeks ago to earn his way into this match tonight. TJ Kennedy. Jeremy Page was in the Burnout title match. TJ Kennedy earned his way into this match by defeating Scott Sapp. And now these two men are going to face each other, and the winner will face James Dark at Revelations 9 for the Battle Pro World Championship. Of course, Battle Pro's been partnered with DCA for quite a long time now, and at Revelations 9 we will have a title match for the Battle Pro World title. And honestly, I think it might be one of the only times we have ever had the title on the line at Revelations. But hey, I'm not going to complain. And there he is, TJ Kennedy. And to say this match isn't personal for this man would be an understatement. Hell, it's personal for both of these men, honestly. If you want to be completely honest about it, it's personal for both. Because Gorilla Black, to say he's been searching for a world championship for a long time, isn't even cutting through the surface of how long this man's waited. And then you got this man, TJ Kennedy, who, if you remember the last time he and James Dark fought each other, neither man won. So both of these men have inspiration to win this match. Both of these men have a reason of why they feel they should win this match. But only one can win this match. Only one can move forward to Revelations 9 in this, our main event of Takedown episode 205. The final stop on the road to Revelations. It is TJ Kennedy versus Gorilla Black. The winner will face James Dark for the Battle Pro World title at Revelations. And TJ Kennedy cannot counter the power of Gorilla Black, and he shouldn't try to. He's got to use his speed. He's got to use his quickness if he's going to get a victory here. As you see right now, ducking underneath that chop, and now look at this. Trying to hold him down, but now Gorilla Black using all of his weight to hold down TJ. Going back and forth already with pin attempts. And now TJ, oh my goodness! And again, the power of Gorilla Black. I don't think TJ Kennedy can counter that with anything other than his speed and his quickness. Big belly to belly. Into the cover again by Gorilla Black. 1, 2, no. And I don't think Gorilla Black's going to be, I don't think he's going to be surprised that this match might go long, because he knows TJ Kennedy. These two men have been in Battle Pro together since the beginning. He's not going to be shocked at the fact that this is going to probably be a long match, because TJ Kennedy is not going to just lay down and let Gorilla Black run all over him and head to Revelations. That's not how it's going to work. TJ Kennedy is going to fight until he physically can't fight anymore. And Gorilla Black is going to have to beat him into submission. Literally, possibly, and especially. Oh, never mind. Off the ropes. TJ tried to counter that crossbody, and he did to a degree, to a certain extent. Let's just keep it like that. And now, oh my God, that kick didn't do anything. Gorilla Black just shrugged off that kick, went for that forearm of his own by TJ, and now TJ with the elbows in the corner. And this is what TJ needed to do right now. He needed, again, use his speed, use his quickness to keep him grounded, to keep Gorilla Black guessing. Big drop kick. And now you can see the game plan coming into effect here. There's an atomic drop. And a second one. TJ Kennedy trying to go for a third, but he gets swatted down. And now, big right hand. And an elbow drop. Into the cover. 1, 2, no. Gorilla Black, one of the most athletic men in the virtual wrestling world. He calls himself the world's strongest man that gravity forgot for a reason. If you haven't seen what this man can do with his size and his strength put together, then you haven't been paying attention. Because I'll tell you right now, this man is a threat. As now, look at this. Oh, right into the Spanish announce table. Thank God I'm not down there. Back inside the ring. And oh my God. Again, Gorilla Black is just using his strength and his power to ground TJ Kennedy. And TJ's using his speed to try and counter Gorilla Black. And it, right now, for the moment, is working. But this is not smart. Trying to taunt him, trying to do what he's doing now. That's only gonna piss him off more. Top rope. Big splash. Into the cover, but you saw Gorilla's foot land right underneath the bottom rope. TJ can be angry about it all he wants to, but I mean, that's what happened. He's got to deal with it and move on. He can't waste time. Gorilla Black, oh, look at the strength from TJ now, catching that crossbody into a backbreaker. And can TJ Kennedy capitalize here? TJ up, nope. TJ now. He has to stay on it. Oh! More strikes by TJ, and TJ now trying to do anything it takes to get the victory now. Up top. Look at this. There's the frog splash again. Is he got him away from the ropes? Yes, he does. Monahan with the count too, and no. This time, TJ's momentum didn't take Gorilla Black into the ropes, but nonetheless, still unable to get the victory. Off that frog splash, there's another crossbody, and now up top. And Gorilla Black went for a swanton bomb, but nothing there. And a big forearm by TJ. And now TJ again trying to use his speed to take advantage of the situation here. Oh, and Gorilla Black right back in the control. Both of these men going back and forth now. Obviously, they understand the importance of this match. Oh, man. Now that may have turned the tide here in this match. Look at this now on Brett's rope. The most dangerous rope. There's another frog splash. Into another cover. 2, and only a 2 count. TJ Kennedy knows the stakes of this match, and so does Gorilla Black. That's why I said this match is probably going to be a long one, and Gorilla Black can't be surprised by this. And at the same time, TJ Kennedy can't be surprised about it either. Looked like he might have been going for the Black 5, but TJ, he knows Gorilla Black too well. And he was able to get out of that very, very quickly. Because he knows if that Black 5 hits, it could be all over. As now, look at this. Big elbow drop again. And now, what's this? Oh, wait a minute. Is he going for that pop-up power bomb? No! Countered by TJ. That pop-up sit-out power bomb is what won Gorilla Black the fatal four-way back on episode 203 to get into this match when he pinned Marcus King. If he had hit that, it would have been over. That's the second time now that Gorilla Black has tried to end this thing, and TJ Kennedy was able to counter it. That is how TJ Kennedy understands how dangerous Gorilla Black is in an environment like this. And now, TJ, is he waiting for Gorilla Black to get up? He might be. As now, he's going for a dive. Yes, he is. Suicide dive. To the outside. But can he capitalize now? That's the question. TJ on the apron now. Oh, no. Decides to go back in the ring. Doesn't want to take a risk. I completely understand that side of it. But at the same time, it's allowed Gorilla Black to get back in control here. Now, look at this. Sending him into the turnbuckle post. And now Gorilla Black's the one in the driver's seat. Black in the corner. Went for the cannonball, but nothing there because TJ Kennedy got his foot up. And now it seems like we're back to square one again between these two. Oh my God, big chop. Cover. 2 count. And fans firmly in the corner of both men, obviously. Both of these men are fan favorites. But again, only one man can go on to face James Dart. And now, start on press. 2.5 right there. Not enough for 3. But TJ Kennedy clearly has control now. But uh-oh. Gorilla Black off the ropes. Gorilla Black, another spine buster. As now, is he going for the Black 5? No, another counter by TJ. And TJ Kennedy, again, you can see the game plan. Every time Gorilla Black tries to hit that Black 5, it is countered because TJ Kennedy knows him way too well. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Look at the strength. Just tossing him. And another right hand right between the eyes. And I think that might have busted TJ Kennedy open, and it did. As now, oh no. Backdrop onto the apron. And Gorilla Black, just when you thought he was out, he is right back in the driver's seat. Gorilla Black once again asserting his dominance over the situation and sending TJ into the barricade now. And TJ, this is the worst possible thing TJ could have ever thought would happen in this match. This is the last thing he needed. And now, look at this. Just slowly picking him up and just taking him right back down again. Cover. 2. 2.5. But how much more can he withstand? How much more can TJ Kennedy take in this match? That's the question. Clearly, he can't take much more. Uh-oh, wait a minute. TJ, roll up again. Roll up. 2. 2.5. And at some point, TJ Kennedy's going to have to hit something substantial to get an advantage here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, again, going for the Black 5. And again, TJ able to counter it. And a 12-6 elbow. That may have knocked out Gorilla Black there too. No. That was that substantial hit I was talking about that I think TJ Kennedy needed to get in this matchup again. But just when I say that, Gorilla Black again just finds a way back into this matchup and then a belly-to-belly from the top rope. 2 and no. Again, I said it, it might take even a bigger shot than what they're going for here in order to win this thing. Both of these men, obviously, clearly tired, might be on their last legs at this point. But you got a world title shot at Revelations on the line right now. The last thing you want to do is to just give up now. Oh my God! That was a pounce! Period! To the outside. And Gorilla Black's not done. Gorilla Black with a barrel roll, if you will, over the top rope. Let's make Eddie Mack proud. And TJ Kennedy did not protect himself at all times there. And now into the LED post. You can hear that thud from the LED ring post when Gorilla Black just slung him face first into it. And now off the top and a big elbow drop to the spine. And now, uh-oh. Look at this. There's the Swanton bomb he was looking for earlier. 1, 2, no. I don't know what it's going to take, but TJ Kennedy is not going to give up. TJ now went for the chop, got a kick in the midsection. Gorilla Black trying everything. And now, uh-oh. TJ up top. What's he thinking? TJ with a Frankensteiner. And now TJ looking for something, but no, again, Gorilla Black able to fight his way free. TJ with an uppercut. TJ now. TJ with the meteor to the back of the head. 2, no. You got to wonder, at some point, frustration is going to have to set in. It's going to have to be setting in for both of these men. Clearly. Because at some point, you got to ask yourself, what more do I have to do to put the other guy down? What more do I have to throw at the guy? Oh, man. Well, speaking of being thrown, he threw himself to the floor, and now Gorilla Black with the side slam. I thought he was going to go for the Black 5, but that's not what happened right there. But that might be just enough to finish off TJ Kennedy. And now what is this? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Gorilla Black is putting TJ Kennedy in position. And this might be... Oh, no. Oh, my God. Shooting star press to the back of TJ Kennedy. 2, and no. And you can see the frustration on Gorilla Black's face. TJ Kennedy tried to get out of the way, but he was too slow, and it ended up getting him a shooting star press to the back, which might have been even worse than one to the stomach. And TJ may have caught a break. And now what is he going to do with it? And now is he going to go for this Frankensteiner again? Yes, he is. Oh, my God. He got caught. And there's the power bomb off the top. Oh, and TJ, I don't know if it was by instinct or if it was just circumstance, but he found himself rolling to the floor, because if he had gotten pinned right there, it was over. And now there's a crossbody. And now Gorilla Black. Oh, he's might be going for another shooting star press, and if he does, it's over. Shooting star press, no! This time TJ able to counter it. Able to roll out just in time, I should say. And now 7 degrees of trauma. 1, 2, and Gorilla Black able to get his hand under the bottom rope. And that was the only thing that saved him right there. Oh, no. Oh, no, there's the power bomb again. 2 and 3. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I spoke too soon. Maybe this will be it. 7 degrees of trauma once again. But he's not done. He knows he's got to do it one more time. 12 to 6. And now, Gorilla Black stumbling to his feet. But I don't think it's going to mean much. Another 7 degrees of trauma in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, and TJ Kennedy's going to Revelations. But what a match these two men had here. I don't think you could have asked for a better match than what these two men did here tonight. And now we know that at Revelations 9, it will be the rematch. James Dark and TJ Kennedy for the Battle Pro World Heavyweight title. Can TJ Kennedy finally exercise his demon from the past Or will James Dark definitively put TJ Kennedy in his rear view mirror? We will find out in just a few weeks. But coming up next, we will hear from both Dante Styles and Tyler Parks. Don't go away. Oh, wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest mega event in CAW Wrestling. This is CAW All-Stars 16. We are moments away from hearing from both Tyler Parks and Dante Styles, the face-to-face before Revelations 9. And speaking of Revelations 9, we are about to run down the card for that show. And to tell you it's not one of the biggest shows in DCA history, I'd be lying to you, because this show right here, it's shaping up to be one of the most important and consequential in the history of this company. Revelations 9 coming up. You are listening to Shambles by Bandmate. It is the official theme of Revelations 9, and you can get it wherever you get your music. And we're going to run down the entire card right now, folks. You just saw it. James Dark, TJ Kennedy, Battle Pro, world title on the line. Can TJ exercise his demon, or will James Dark put him down for good? We find out at Revelations. Burnout title, Dead Man's 5. Wicked Eric defends the title against Takuma Fuji, Mikey Truth, Jeremy Paisley, and Atlas Jones, who walks out with the Burnout title. And then the Dead Woman's 5 for the Rising Star title. Heather Ray defends against Mia Nishimura, Maxine Rose, Kim Possible, and Yuki Mori. One woman is leaving as the Rising Star champion. Fatal 4-way for the Fever title. Selena Zeta defends against Miyako Yukimura, Kinsey Cray, and Suzuka of the Lotus Collective. No Holds Barred, Morgan Raycroft, Haley Jonas, who leaves as the baddest woman on the Wildcats roster. We find out at Revelations 9 between these two heated rivals. Also, 2 out of 3 falls. We heard from them earlier tonight. This one's more than personal. Malik Brown, James Needham. This rivalry finally comes to an end at Revelations 9. Wildcats Tag Team Title Fatal 4-Way, God's Song, The Lotus Collective, Sakura Hagiwara and Reiko Hinamoto all challenge the Succubus Club, Betsy Chairshot and Amy Lynn, for the titles in a ladder match. And then the men's ladder match. The Real Wrestling Throwbacks defend against Suplex Mountain, the Future War Cult, and the Black Cathedral, who leaves as the World Tag Team Champions. War Games, the first one in DCA history. Team Carmen Cortez versus Team Michiko Melandro. Which team will leave this brutal matchup with the victory? Hell in a Cell, Aubrey Williams, Eve Heron, two of the most dangerous and unpredictable women in all of virtual wrestling collide in the most dangerous match in all of wrestling. Career's going to be shortened in this one. Celestial title, Charles Schultz, Michael Connelly. Which daddy is leaving as Celestial Champion? I had to get the joke in. You know I had to get the joke in. But in all seriousness, who leaves as Celestial Champion? And this one's personal. Mr. Yukimura and Saichi take on Saito Mishima and Takeru Yukimura. It's a matter of family for certain in this personal tag team match. Pure title on the line. Zaya Steele, Jamal Bedlam. Will Jamal make sure that Zaya Steele's pure title run is the shortest in DCA history, or will Zaya Steele once again put Jamal in the rearview mirror? Last man standing, Claudio Dragonheart, Varl Graythorne. The last 2 times these men met, it was the no contest. Neither man won. This time, there has to be a winner. Zach Stone, Jaden Starr. This one's more than personal. Zach Stone not only defending his streak, but his manhood as well against Jaden Starr. But can Jaden pull off the biggest upset in Revelations history? This is one that everyone's talking about. The Wildcats title triple threat. Ovana Morgan defends against Destiny Williams and Faith Connors. The last time this happened at Revelation 6, Ovana won. Will history repeat itself? We'll find out. And then the main event. World title on the line. Tyler Parks, Dante Styles. Both men won it, but only one man can leave with it. Who leaves as the World Heavyweight Champion? That is your entire card for Revelation so far. And we still have one match that we do not know about that we hope to find out about on Wildcats, and that is if Akira Yukimura, what will she put up to challenge Trixie Decker for the Goddess Championship? Trixie laid out the challenge. She will be on Wildcats, presumably to get a response finally from Akira for that match. So hopefully we will have an answer on the next Wildcats, the last episode before Revelations 9. But now here he is, Dante Styles, who on the last takedown, he gave perhaps one of the most impassioned, I wouldn't say a plea, but he spoke with more passion in his voice than I have ever heard him in his entire career. To say that this match, it's an understatement to say that this match it means the world to Dante. This is everything to him. This is his moment. He's waited for this ever since he got into virtual wrestling. His one shot to be a world champion, and it is at Revelations. But unfortunately for Dante, or fortunately, depending on who you ask, he's facing a man who wants validation. A man who wants nothing more than to prove that he deserves to be the top guy. Because yes, he beat Zack Stone at Redemption. He beat Casey Gordon at Redline. He beat Sly Cooper at Gateway to Heaven. But this is a completely different scenario. This is the main event of Revelations 9. If Tyler Parks doesn't get it done, can he say that he was truly the top guy or just a transitional champion? Because that's what he's facing. That's the dilemma for Tyler Parks, and he may not admit it to himself. He may not admit it tonight. I don't know what he's gonna say, but Tyler Parks has to know that those are the stakes that are on the line for him in this match. For Dante, it's about securing his legacy, for finally securing his destiny. But for Tyler, it's about showing why he deserves to be here. And now we're about to hear from both of these men.
No. You see, Dante, you had your chance to speak last episode. You spent 15 minutes out here talking to all these people about your life story and about how upset you've been and about what you've lost and the sacrifices. And there's one thing that you said last episode that really caught my attention. You said that I'll never know how it feels to know what you've been through. I won't ever know what you've gone through. And you're right. I won't know what you've gone through, man. I won't ever know the kind of pain and suffering and sacrifice that you've had to make to get here. But if you think for 1 minute that what you've been through negates and just invalidates everything that I've been through, man, you got another thing coming, boy. You got another thing coming, because for the last decade, I have been overlooked. I have been underutilized. I have been mocked. I have been shunned. I have been looked past. I have been told I will never be champion. I have been told I would never amount to anything here. I have been told that I wouldn't last 6 months here. And I have outlasted every criticism. I have outlasted every joke. I have outlasted every bit of embarrassment that has been put in my path, and now I stand here as something you have never been, and that is DCA World Heavyweight Champion. And Dante, for as much as you think that all those years of pain and misery you're gonna bring to Revelations and that's gonna somehow make you win, I hate to tell you, boy, that's not gonna make you win. That's gonna drag you down. Because you see, I don't care how much pain you bring. I don't care how much suffering you bring. I don't care how much embarrassment, how much sacrifice you bring to the table at Revelations. It won't be enough to beat me, man. It won't be enough to beat me, because see, I have something I'm fighting for too. I'm fighting for every single scrap, every single crumb on that table that's been left for me by the same people that told me I'd never make it, from the same people who told me that my bright ass tattoos that I had plastered on my arm when I first got here, when I was wrestling in nothing but jeans. And they told me I'd never be anything, that I'd just be an opening act. I would just be Everyone else is cannon fodder. I'd never be a world champion. I'd never amount to that. I could never reach that. All those people that told me that over and over and over, I gotta prove them wrong, man. Because, see, this is my first ever Revelations, and I don't know if you know this, but Revelations has never been kind to me. I lost the Celestial title to TJ Kennedy. I lost to Atlas Jones in probably the most embarrassing moment of my career, man. I lost to Matt Farrow, who was on his way out the door anyway, man. And I never regret any of those things. But I never forget those things. I never forget when they told me, after Matt Farrow kicked my head off at Revelations a few years ago, they told me I'm never going to be wrestling elite, that I don't deserve to be wrestling elite. I don't deserve to be in that conversation because of the fact that I couldn't get the job done. And then Gateway to Heaven, the last one, triple threat match, they were cheering for me, man. They were cheering for me when I never thought they would ever cheer for me again, and I came so close. And once again, I failed. So you can't sit here and tell me that I don't know about failure. Don't stand there with your $600 shirt and your $1,000 shoes and talk to me about failure, because you don't got the right anymore, man. You made it. You made it despite yourself. You made it despite the criticism, despite the sacrifice, despite the pain, despite the misery. You made it. I never made it. See, because all the things you said last episode, all the things you said you went through, the fact of the matter is you still made it. You made it more than me, because for as much as you say people didn't give you a shot, as much as people didn't give you opportunities, guess what? You still got opportunities. People still talked about you. People still put their name on you. People still put your name in conversations as a future champion, as a future world champion, as somebody who deserved to be world champion. You know what they said about me? They said, I don't deserve to be in this business anymore, man. So don't come out here and lie to all of these people, because that's what you've been good at. You've been good at lying to these people, man. You've been good at lying to these people. And last episode, you were the biggest hypocrite in the world, man. Me? I come out here and I tell people the truth because they've seen my life story. You weren't here since day one. I have. You weren't here since the beginning. I was. You weren't here when things were rough. I was. You weren't here when people were lying on my name, when people were shunning my name, when people were telling me I didn't deserve it, when people told me I didn't belong, when people said I wasn't wrestling elite. You weren't here, man. And at Revelations, all of my pain, all of my suffering, all of my shortcomings, all of my failures, that's what's going to beat you. Because for as much as you say you need it, I am craving it. I am hungry for it. I am starved over it. I am desperate for this, Dante. At Revelations, you could take your $600 shirt, you could take your $200 glasses, you could take your $1,000 shoes, and you can go back home. If you think that all your pain, all your suffering, all your misery is going to be enough to beat me, because it won't be enough. It won't be enough to beat me. Because your pain won't be enough. Your misery won't be enough. your sacrifice won't be enough, because there aren't enough sacrifices. There aren't enough in the world to beat me, Dante. There ain't enough sacrifices, rituals, and candlelight vigils you can place on the floor of your bedroom at night when you lay in bed and you wonder if there'll ever be a world champion to beat me, Dante. At Revelations, it's not your night, and it'll never be. You can be a world champion any other day, on any other show, against any other person. Unfortunately for you, I'm not any other person. I'm not an ordinary man. I have never been an ordinary man. I am wrestling elite. I am golden since day one. I am Tyler Parks, and at Revelations, you're going to find out. You're going to find out, man, that the tears in my eyes and the pain in my voice and the sacrifice that I've made is going to be the one that's going to beat your sacrifice. I'm not talking about anything you don't already know, man. At Revelations, we're going to beat the hell out of each other, but I guarantee you at the end of that night, man, there's only going to be one left standing. And unfortunately for you, Dante, you're not going to be that man. Because I promise you, and I mean this with every bit of fiber of my being, everything in my heart and soul, I can tell you directly. I can look you right in the eyes and tell you, man. You won't be that man, because you can't be that man. It doesn't belong to you, because it always will belong to me. And I promise you, I will take every bit of your pain, every bit of your suffering, and I will exorcise those demons from you. I will absolve you of your sins, and I will put it on my back, and I will carry this company for your good, because as long as you have that pain and suffering and misery in your soul, it won't be enough. And at Revelations, I'm gonna prove it.
Look, I be riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do shit, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back.